put him in the... Oh. Yeah, do what you want. Yes.
There he is! Oh! 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 No, no, slow, 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 slow. All right, guys, how are we? It's been a long time. It's I haven't been fishing for ages, so I got out yesterday. Some of you may have known that I tried getting out going to Morton yesterday, but I had a problem with the boat. One of the motors wasn't spitting water out, so I played around, stuck some stuff up there, didn't work. I rung a mechanic. He said get a compressor and blow air down there. So I did that, water come out, so I took the family to Bribey to have a go. Didn't catch nothing, wasn't expecting much, it's only Bribey. But anyway, one of the problems I found from the boat sitting for so long, it's been in the water probably twice in the last 6 months, I would say. And our trailer brake is flat, so I got no trailer brakes. I knew it was getting lazy because last time it was like intermittent, so this time it's finally died, so I've had no trailer brakes. The calipers are rusty as and making weird sounds because the brakes aren't working, they're not cleaning the disc, yada yada yada. Anyway, we have a new one. I've had it here for a while, just been lazy and haven't done it. But what I'm going to do, if there's no fishing videos, I might do some maintenance videos and playing around with the boat and tinkering and that kind of stuff. I am not a mechanic. I don't claim to be. What I do may be wrong, but it'll get done in the end. So what we're going to do is first play around with this trailer brake, get that working, put that one on, do all that kind of stuff. Then I'm going to rip the wheels off, have a look at the pads, the disc. Probably going to clean up the disc just with some wire or something. And have a look at the bearings, repack the bearings. Just all maintenance stuff that I should have done that I haven't been doing because I've been lazy and not into it. But summer's coming, so it might be time to do it properly, get it ready, and enjoy the water a bit more. So I'm just going to do a couple of little videos like this of playing around, doing maintenance and stuff if there's no fishing stuff, and see how we go. Righto, so like I said before, I am not a mechanic. I don't claim to be. What I do is just get stuff done. So I'll make this happen. We'll rip this one off, see if get these rivets out, probably put some screws in because I don't think I've got a riveter here. And we'll fix this. It's got a new breakaway as well, so I'm gonna have to rip this one off, wire that one in. Not an electrician, just make it happen. So I'll play around with this, see how we go. But first I'll fix this problem, then we'll go and have a look at the brake pads and disc and sort out that problem, clean it up. We might even take it for a drive and give her a test before we actually take it on the road next time. That is our problem. I do have a charger set up over there. I might charge it for a bit and see if it holds. This thing's probably 4 years old, 3-4 years old now, so it's probably past its use by date. Hence why we got a new one. But we'll put this on charge and see if we can recover it. Alright, so I've got some stuff together. What I've done is pulled the battery out. I've got that on charge up there. I'm going to start disassembling this, knock these rivets off, take that off, untape all this wire, the wire here, find out where I've got to run the old ones to and hook it up to the trailer brakes, and fix it up, tidy it up, and then test it. So I'll get into that. So I will have to cut all these cables to get them out, but that's all right. So I cut it. All right. I am not a mechanic or an electrician. I will not state that enough. I'll just have a go and get it done. Got these rivet stems still sticking out, so I'll knock them out, get them out of the chassis rails and get new ones to put in there so we can mount up this new new flash one. It's even got a test light, so can stop being so lazy and just test it every once in a while, and we should be good. They're in there pretty good. Might have to drill them out. Righto, so I'm going to put this box back onto the new battery. I've got some aluminium rivets into the chassis. I do have a bit of Tef gel laying around, so I'm going to throw that on. Might not be the right place and time to do it, but I have it here, so I'm going to do it anyway. So let's rivet him on. Bit more Tef gel. Normally I think this is stainless to metal, or stainless to aluminium is the best way to do it, I believe. But I've got it here, so I might as well put it on. New box is on. Right, so now basically I've just got to detangle all this, get all the tape off. There's tape everywhere, as you can see. And undo all this mess, put the new one on, wire it back up, tape it up, make it look pretty, throw the battery in, hook the car up, test it, make sure, because we've got electric over hydraulic brakes, so you can test it when you put your foot on the brake, you can hear the actual hydraulic pump come on and do its thing. So it's a good way to know if it's done its job or not. Then I'll attack the brakes and the disc, and then we'll go for a drive. But for now, we'll just finish this off and do all this stuff. Alright, so I've pulled it all apart. I've now put the new battery box on. I've started to undo all the wires. It splits off here, half goes to the electrics, half goes down to the tail lights, obviously. I do have a brand new roller to run trailer wire because we had to piggyback the red wire down the back. It must have a break in it. So this is turning into a bigger job. I am going to rewire the trailer while I'm here. I have all the stuff here, luckily, to do it. I don't have to go anywhere. All this stuff got bought ages ago. Just been too lazy to do it. So I will now rewire the whole trailer, do the tail lights, reconnect the battery, and do everything that I should have done ages ago. So yeah, this will be a little bit longer, so it'll be good just maintenance stuff that anyone can do. Just give it a go and it'll help you get back out in the water and not have troubles on the way there or on the way home. Another little thing I've done before that may help people when they're doing this stuff, I try and leave a little bit of colour after the on both ends, so then I can see what went to what and where and how. Just makes it a bit easier when you're chasing your tail back to see where stuff went. So that's the old trailer brake. That's off. These are the charge wires, or the power wires must be for the electronic hydraulic brake system. And we are going to cut this off. And I'm pretty sure we'll get rid of the big 7-pin truck pin, and I've got a flat 7-pin up there. So we might get rid of that. Whoa! And put the old truck pins in, the flat pins in. So we can snip that off, that off. So that's the front assembly all off. What I'm going to do is connect this new cable. I'm going to tape it to the old one and then pull it out from that end, so it pulls the new cable out, pulls the old cable out and puts the new cable in. It's just a little trick. So now with this, I've got to leave enough to get from here to the car. I might use the other one as reference, make it similar length. And then we need enough to cross over the back, so I'll pull a little bit more out of the back quickly. So that's enough, that should be enough for the back, that's all sorted. What I'm now going to do is basically mimic what was here, and I might add 1/2 meter just to be sure, and I can cut that off, and that'll be enough wire to rerun the whole trailer. We're doing the brakes, we're doing the tail lights, we're doing the 7-pin plug. We're going to rewire this whole trailer. Alright, so we have the new trailer breakaway. Where's my Def Gel? Oh. So this will probably be the last thing I'll have to rivet on as such. Put a bit of that stuff in. I might even put a bit here. On the back of that and the front. Just because that'll be touching the chassis there. Can't move it, that's fine. So that'll be the new breakaway that'll go up to the car. This will now get wired in. So this will get wired into this, which will then go to the plug, which will then go to this, and we should have brakes. Alright, so I've pulled the other cable out from the other side. I'm going to start from this corner, go to that corner, back to the front, so I can work out the lengths and everything properly. Basically, I've cut the new cable off. I've got the old one here. I'll just match up the colours, pull it back, match up that side, pull it back, because then I know everything's done properly, everything will be cut to length, and there shouldn't be no excess floating around anywhere. So that's what we'll do now. We'll sort this out, work out the colours. Sometimes you can, the new packets will come with instructions and all that kind of stuff and what colour goes to where, but I'll just follow this because it was working, so it's just needs to tidy up. So this one's pretty straightforward, guys. We've got 4 colours. We've got red, yellow, brown and white that has come out of this tail light, connected up and went over to that side. So all we've got to do is mimic that. So the indicator light that's on the back of the boat to the new cable, 4 wires, crimp them up, clean it up, pull it back, done. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So I've got some terminals, some heat shrink, crimpers, handy tool, and lighter, just stuff to finish the job off. So I'll knock this up quickly, pull it over, then we'll do that side. That side's going to be a bit more involved because then I've got to join this to that side, piggyback them together, then run it up the front. So it's a bit more involved on that side. This side's pretty easy. So I'll knock this up pretty quick. So it might be a bit hard to see, but I've knocked back way more than I need. I'll twist them up and then double them over so they're a bit thicker, and then I'll throw a couple of inline joiners in there. Couple of little inline joiners so you can heat shrink them down, and then I'll put heat shrink over the top to protect them a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Cut a few pieces of heat shrink that I'll put in. I'll probably do that from the other side. I'll crimp either end of this on first and then put the heat shrink on the other side and pull it back from there. So I just twist it up, double it back on itself, so then it's double the thickness. Handy little tool, these ones. And put that in. It can only push in so far anyway. It's got a little stop in there. Flatten him out. Not playing the game, of course. So crimp that on. That's crimped on. I'll do the other 4 quickly, and then we'll cut the other end of the new wire and put the heat shrink on, bring it back and close them all up. So that's it. I've got 4 inline joiners crimped on. These are meltable ones, so they'll heat shrink down on the cable as well. And then I've got some extra stuff that I'll throw over top and melt down. So these should be pretty waterproof and pretty strong. So I have the new cable here. I'll peel this back a bit further so then I can put the heat shrink on and then slide it back over. So we have 7 colors here. We don't need 7 colors. We only need the same 4 that we've ripped out. So it's a red, yellow, white and brown. So basically we could red, yellow, white and brown is there. We've got 3 colors left, which is blue, green and black. We do not need them. Where's my side cutters? I had side cutters here somewhere. There they are. So basically we only need them 4 colors here. These other 3 colors we don't need. So I will snip them back and then I'll just tape the end of that because we don't need them. So you see I've cut them further back because I want to be able to slide the heat shrink on and then pull it back over and do that, and then I might throw some conduit over there to make it all ridgy-dig. The new trailer wire here is a little bit thicker gauge than the one that's coming out of the existing light, so I don't think I'll be doubling these over. It should be fine. I'll just peel them back a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely thicker gauge wire. So just peel them back a little bit. I am not an electrician or a mechanic. I just done a bit. So now we've got these new wires that we need to connect to these. All we're going to do is put the right color to the right one, crimp them on, pull the heat shrink back over, seal it all up, and then it's done. So I'll quickly knock that up and then we'll come back. So there we have it. All the wires are joined back together. I'll use this to burn the individual plastics onto the wire, and then I'll throw the heat shrink over the top and I'll show you when it's done. So they're burnt in now. What that is like a little heat shrink plastic that'll grab onto the cable, stop them from pulling, and help seal them a bit better. Then I've got all these individual heat shrink tubes that I'm going to slide over as well. And then that's going to seal them better, make them a little bit more waterproof, and hopefully a bit stronger. So I'll let that cool down a bit, I'll slide them over, then we'll put that up. Alright, so I've pulled down the heat shrink over all the joins and the terminals. Basically, same thing, bit of a lighter, burn it all down, and then we'll tape that up, and then I might throw a little bit of conduit over that part as I pull it back into the trailer so it doesn't rub or break there. But basically, you should do it individually, but I'll just... Righto, so they're all joined properly, nice and clean, nice and neat, should be fairly strong. The next best thing would be to solder them, but I haven't got solder here. So I'll let that cool for a sec, we'll tape it up, and then we'll send it back up through the chassis, out to the other side. We'll mimic the other side, but there'll be more cables and more stuff because you've got a tail light and all that stuff over there. So this is the easy side. I'll work from here back, and then we'll do that side and then shoot up the front. All right, you want to help?
Mm-hmm.
Come down here. Slide this side. Sit down there. Can you hold that cable there like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hold that one. Just so I can tape them up, all right? You got him tight?
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Alright, so that is taped up fairly well. I do have a little bit of conduit here, but that's going to be too big for that hole. So we will not conduit. Hey, Kubi, bud?
Yeah.
Can you go on the other side there, mate?
Yeah.
You see this cable that's moving? The one down there?
This one?
Yeah, can you slowly pull that towards you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
Tell me when to stop.
I will. Alright, stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, mate. Kids are good for something. Alright, so that's that tail light done. We'll go back over the other side. We'll start playing around with that. I've pushed this in nice, no excess wires or anything hanging around. it is good to go. So we'll go that side, then the front, hook the brakes up, test her all out. Hopefully this afternoon should be done. Alright, so I found a bit of conduit to do this properly. I've just fixed up the other side, run a bit of conduit so long that it goes up into the chassis rail so it won't rub through. I've just run this one out. We now have this joint here. So we need to connect that side to this side and then this side all together and then shoot it back up the front to this. So then that's our left, right indicator, stop and tail light all in here. So I'll run through and sort all this out and then we'll have a look, but I'll show you as we go. So from that side we had the red, white, yellow and brown. So these three colours will be obsolete now anyway, so we'll leave them out. Red, white, yellow and brown, red, white, yellow and brown. Red, white, yellow and brown, right. So then these are the ones that I have to reconnect to this and then join them to the new one as that pulls up to the trailer. So this end will be going up to the front, this end gets connected to this end and then shoots back up the front also. So nice and easy. Basically you join them both tail lights together with the corresponding wires and then your new trailer wire will pull it all up to the front to the plug so you can get your signals and all that right. But I'll go through now, sort that out and we'll fix this up. So I've done that now. What I'll do is just heat shrink this one side just to hold them there so they don't come apart or anything stupid while I'm trying to fix this end. Conduit on that one. We'll put a bit of conduit on this other one and fix that all up. So basically we're ready to wire up to the front of the trailer now. So I'll just find out which cables we need and then run this to that, hook that back up and we're ready to go. Oh, the back will be done, not the front. The front's still a while.